Right, testing, testing, 1, 2. Hey guys, this is Colin Keenan here with 3T Futures. I want to thank everybody for coming out and attending our little session here this morning. Just wanted to make sure everybody understands what we're looking at here in the futures. We've got a 7-11 rule that's going to be coming into play here. For those of you who don't know, 7-11 rule is just a reversal on a well, in this instance, to be a reversal for a downward market. And what we're looking for is about 7 points on the ES off the lows, and 11 points on the Nasdaq off the lows, which gets us about 1968.75 on the S&P, and for the Nasdaq that gets us up to excuse me, Nasdaq, that would get us up to 21. So basically, what we're looking at right now is we're seeing what we want to do is the 7-11 rule wants to come into effect. Like I said, 68.75. So what we'll be doing is I'm going to place an alert or place a keep your eyes on what I would do, and I'll show you guys this. Let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and bring in my desktop here real fast. And what I would do is, like I said, what we're going to look for is if the S&P market hits 69, we're going to be buying the Dow at that point, because we'll have a 7-11 rule which signifies a reversal in the market, a reversal in the trend, and we're going to buy the Dow. And try to collect a little money here on this little reversal pattern that we're seeing set up, possibly set up. Yeah, excuse me, guys, if I'm sniffling a little bit too much today. The weather is changing a little bit down here in Mobile, and that always gets my allergies going. But anyhow, bear with me. All right. Now this is going to need to set up, like we were saying. This is going to need to set up within the next next hour or so, till about 10:30, or till the market hits 69, like we said. So it looks like right now, if we're going to continue kind of going sideways how we are right now, we might not see this set up, but that's good. I mean, that's a good thing. We want to see these things set up. We want to have the odds in our favor. We want to have more of a better feeling about a trade before we get into it. That's why we get education. Obviously, that's why we have the education. That's why we have the tools, at our disposal to be able to see these things set up and watch them set up, and have your rules, have your percentages, have these things that help you become a better trader. And that's what we're seeing right now. If it sets up, that's great. We'll see it set up. We'll act accordingly. But if it doesn't set up, we'll live to fight another day, right? So, just all about keeping the odds in your favor, sticking to your rules. We're looking at a 30-point, about a 30-point range today, almost exactly a 30-point range at this point in the S&P market, which happens from time to time. It does happen from time to time. So we do know that this is not anything that's mind blowing or whatnot, but a lot of stuff going on, a lot of things going on in the news. We all know we have, unless you've been living under a rock the last few weeks. There's a lot of things going on internationally and nationally that are definitely taking its toll upon the market. So we always want to pay attention to what's going on with that. But again, guys, keeping track of your rules, keeping on top of your rules, keeping on top of these of these little nuggets of wisdom that you get with DTI. really does help you, during these types of days. But anyways, guys, wanted to show you what I would do here with my 3T platform. What I'm going to do, like again, I'm just going to set an alert here at 69 for my I'm going to set an alert here for my at 69, which would indicate again our 7-Eleven rule, and it would make me want to buy the Dow. And I'm switching over here to the Dow. I'm going to keep an eye on that. If my alert hits, not only will it hit on not only will my alert hit on this desktop platform that I've got my eyes on, but it's also going to hit and ring to my phone. Okay, because I've got an alert system set up. I've got an alert set up on my smartphone app, right? So I'm going to get it both ways. If I'm up doing something, here at the office, and I don't have my eyes on it, well, I'll know that I'll have an alert set to ring to my phone that'll let me know that the setup that I'm looking for is underway, and that I can go through and easily, if I run back to my desk, excuse me, run back to my desk, I can put the trade in, or I can also do it easily right there from my phone. So got it both ways. I know I'm not going to miss the setup, because I know I've taken the steps right now to be able to place a trade in the market no matter where I am. So having that kind of confidence, having that kind of assurances that I know I'm not going to miss anything, and I'm not going to miss anything, is going to really I think help me in my day. Kind of alleviate a little bit of the stress and anxiety with that. So I really do think having these great tools, definitely helps me keep my eyes better on the market, keeps me better informed of what's going on with the markets, and it's also assuring me that I'm not going to miss anything. So I'm not going to be able to miss anything. Having these setups, working out, having these alerts set, and everything. But anyhow, so anybody have any questions about what we're looking at as far as where the market, where we want to see the market go as far as the ES? And at that point, like I said, we're going to be long. We're going to be going long on the Dow. Yeah, sorry guys. Excuse me one sec. Let's go get me some. Let's go get me some medicine here in a minute. Troy, you do have to you do have to set it up separately. I am going to go ahead and I do set it up separately, both on the phone and on the desktop. Which, I mean, it's real easy. I mean, there's nothing really to it as far as excuse me, as far as setting up the alerts. You just go to the menu. You just go to the little menu page. You just go to little on your alerts. Go to the menu page. Actually, you bring up a market. Here, let's go through that. We can go through that here in a second. But yeah, we'll go through how to set up the alerts on your phone. It's real simple. Anyways, well, let's see here. So we got still around 64, still kind of going a little sideways here for the S&P. I've got my alerts set both here on the desktop. You can see. Also have it set on my phone. So let's just go through. I'll take you guys through real quick how to set this up on your phone. It's real simple. Let me get in here to my slideshow. Yeah, so here we are. We're looking at our uh, smartphone app right here. This is pictures taken from my cell phone. But to set up those alerts, guys, it's real easy. You just go you just go into the market. Here, let me take you through here. That's what it's going to look like. That's what the alert actually will look like. It's pending. You see, you'll actually get a pending tab and a trigger tab for any alerts that might have gone off during the day. But as soon as you get here, and as soon as you from your quotes page, as soon as you get into the actual quote, you tap on the actual quote, you've got this plus sign up top here. We got this plus sign up top here, guys. See that? As soon as we click on that plus sign, it's going to give us a nice little menu. You can see here, and you can set your price alert there. Another screen will come up, and you just plug in the numbers, plug in the number where you want to set your alert, and hit transmit, hit OK, and you'll have you an alert set up. And like I said, it's going to look like this little screen right here. Saying above or equal to 1847.25 was the alert that I had when I took this picture. But again, like I said, we're setting our alert here at 1969 even for the S&P, which will trigger a us going long in the Dow. But don't have much time left for this setup right here, which, like I said, that's why we have these rules. That's why we have these setups. That's why we adhere to them, and that's why we're successful at what we do. It's because we adhere to these rules and we stick to them. Yeah, no problem, Troy. No problem. Hope that helped. Yeah, it's real simple to get that going. Real simple, real easy to use, both platform and the cell phone. Right here, like I was showing you, real easy to go through some different markets. Here you got the S&P to look at, charting packages available. Charting packages available for all these things. Real quick to go through, filter through contracts, or filter through the different markets, and be able to trade. Notice here as well, I also have several strategies. Actually, not on here. I cleared them all out. But you can actually set up several different strategies to be able to implement, when you're trading. So when that does hit, we can go up. We can go through when that market does hit. If our setup does hit, this reversal pattern sets up. We could totally easily go through, be able to. Oops, let me get in the right market here, so it recognizes I'm in the Dow. But we can set up a good strategy here, guys. Set up a good strategy here to execute and implement. As soon as we see that that alert price hit, we could have this queued up, ready to go, and all it takes is going through and getting this thing configured. I'm going to go through and configure one just real fast, show you how easy it is to go through. We're just going to do a quick 3-lot. I'm going to do a quick 3-lot here in the Dow. All right, I got 3 different brackets. I'm going to make all these brackets do something a little different. Okay, so my quantity. So I got a 1 quantity in each of the different. I got a 1 quantity in each of these different brackets here. Okay, so I'm going to go through and I've got a target and I've got a stop. You can see here I got a target and I got a stop for each bracket. They're going to be connected here by an OCO, so I know that that's going to cancel my targets. If my target gets hit, it's going to cancel my stop, or vice versa. And I'm going to hit a factor of For this first one, it's measured in ticks. So, 4 ticks on the Dow. That's going to be $20. That's going to give us $20 for our first profit target. Also, our first stop is going to be 4, but I want to go a little bit higher there. I want to go to at least maybe 6 ticks here. Give us a little bit more breathing room as well on the downside to take off of my first bracket. This is if we hit, so like I said, want to give myself a little bit of room for as far as risk goes, and also, but also do want to take off one pretty early. Get the commissions out of the way, pay for your commissions, make a little green, and then hope that our second and third brackets we hope that the trend will continue, and our second and our third brackets will also be taken off as well. So this second one, I'm going to take this back. I'm going to go to 10 ticks. I'm going to go 10 ticks here for our second bracket, which in the Dow is representative of $50. So the second one, I'm going to risk a little bit more, and also to gain a little bit more as well. Third bracket, well, I really want this one. At this point, we've hit our second bracket. We've got a little money in the bank. So I'm gonna really hope this one's gonna take off. Right. I'm gonna hope this one is gonna really take off, and get some and just continue on the trend, stay up. So I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna go 30 ticks on this one, and also my stop as well is also going to be 30 ticks as well. So as soon as I have that all configured, I'm going to go back through and make sure I've got, oops, I did the wrong thing. See, that's why I always got to go back and check it out. Change my quantity by accident, and I meant to change the factor. So here we go. So that's one limit for 10, one limit for 30, also a stop at 30, a stop at 10, and also here limit of 6 and a stop of 6. So I know I've got that implement, I've got that set up, I know how it's going to act, I know how it's going to react. So I'll hit OK. Save my changes. And I'm going to come up here, check this, and see I've got YM1 all set to go, all ready to go up, already set. And you can see here, as soon as I hover over the bid, I'm seeing the shadow of where my profit targets and stops are going to be. Those little highlighted portions over on the white right there let me know that's where my stops and profits are going to be implemented if we took this trade at the current price. So you can see it doesn't really matter. And also, if we were going to go on the flip side, go on the sell side, you can see it would also recognize that you're trying to go short here. So it doesn't really matter. The strategy isn't a buy specific or a sell specific. It will recognize what side of the market you're on and send your profit targets and your stops out automatically. So you don't have to worry about anything to do with making sure that you set up a strategy for shorting or set up a strategy for buying. It will recognize each and be able to act accordingly from the rules that you set up. So really easy to go through and set up different strategies. You can have a S&P strategy saved. We could configure one for that real quick based off of how the S&P moves, point value systems and whatnot. And that's something you want to have. That's something that you need to have the knowledge of. As far as your tick value on all the different markets, because they are different. Each indice is different. You want to have tick value. You want to have point value as well, which is a little bit different as far as going through each market here. So, but anyhow, guys, that's what we're looking at. Don't have much time here for this setup. It looks like it still wants to come up a little bit more. Don't have much time here for this setup to go. So we might not see a reversal quite yet. Doesn't mean it won't happen till later on this afternoon. But for our intents and purposes, kind of getting close to it. Kind of getting close. Tom, if you're listening, if you can come back on and give us a little advice here. We're getting close to this 69. Want to see if you still want to go along here, this Dow. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely, I do. And if I got a second, let me just
Please go ahead.
brief everybody what I'm doing. All right, I came in long Apple, and when it broke 99, we exited out the second pass through. It went down to 97.50, and then recovered. When I saw the 7-Eleven rule looked like it was going to play out, I decided to go long to leap. And so if Apple goes back above to 99 and a half, then I'm in the same position I was just through trading, and I got a longer term option. So I feel good about that. Okay? That's what I'm looking at on Apple. So 99.50 throws me back to where I was before all the selling, because that's what the numbers work out. Now, crude oil. That's one that got away. The 92.50 pivot was right, and a lot of people probably got in there again. I made my fourth crude trade, one profitable, one slightly profitable, and two losses. So I decided to stand aside publicly on that. Gold above 1870 paid me about $500 or $600 a contract. I'm back in gold now at 19 with a stop at 16. Now, if you see 69 on the S&P, I will buy the Dow. I'll risk 50 points and give the buy signal a chance to work. So if you look at Google, I had Google short yesterday looking for 575. What I didn't know is going to go to 589 in the process. That's just bad timing, I guess. But Google's at 576. So it's at my target almost. So I'm really looking for 69 on the S&P, and I'm going to buy the Dow if that event occurs. Now, anybody got any questions? Apple's been a handful today, but that's what you expect on a stock that I think is going to 110. I want you to remember this day. Remember how I did it. And if it goes to 110, we'll have something to talk about. So what does anybody want to talk about right now? Colin did a great job explaining the 3T platform. That's what I use for my futures, and works great. Anybody got any questions? Yeah, call Anastasia, get you a simulated account. Jeffrey Henderson, are you here? Here comes gold again. I guess Jeffrey's not here. All right, Colin, you can wrap up if you want to. Folks, I'll come back one more time. 11 o'clock, I'll come back one more time. Leave that trade working on the Dow.
All right, great. Thanks, Tom. Thanks. Yeah, so we're still going to keep that that Dow trade. We're still going to keep that going. Again, yes, hitting the 69. It's going to trigger a reversal. We're going to go ahead and long the Dow. And guys, notice. I just want you to notice how easy it was while Tom was talking, going through and able to filter through and look at these different markets, and also have a chart being set up as well as a dome. Just the ease and efficiency, going through these platforms, really is great. Really, it really does, kind of keep you focused on what is going on with the markets. It does keep you focused on able to be focused on a bunch of different markets, that you can keep your eyes on, at the same time, and easily filter through and make trades if necessary. There's a DAX, guys. We got DAX on this platform. We got DAX on this platform here as part of a data package. Also, you've got the e-stocks as well. And again, like I said, one of the coolest features is just being able to filter through these things, get a nice chart, nice charting packages which you can go through, analyze, change your time frames, have have different tabs down here at the bottom with different charts, so you can ease through very easily. Just go through the charts. You can be looking at a different market in your dome here and have a different chart set up. So it's just really easy with the ease at which you can maneuver and go through this platform. And that, like I said, it does help. It really does help. Make you a better trader. Having the tools that are necessary, having the tools provided for you to take advantage of the markets, and really be able to trade efficiently and effectively. So that's what we got. That's what we need. That's what we have here, and that's what we want to make sure and make sure everyone else has as well. So we've got great commission rates, very low commissions. Very low commissions, very low margin requirements on several different markets. All markets are available, all different order types available. You already saw how we can do strategies, how simply we can get strategies all set up. Yeah, I've got this alert here, guys. When we get close, I'm just keeping my eyes on it right here. I got this alert set right here, but as we get close to it, I'm switching over to the Dow. Because as soon as that alert does hit, I'll see on my desktop here, I will see my alert hit. I will see a window pop up letting me know that the market has reached the level that I want. And at that point, I've got my finger here on the trigger. Waiting to buy this market at the Dow. Right now, I've got a 3 lot. I'm probably just going to switch that down. Well, I've got my strategy set, so I would probably I could do my strategy. I could get my strategy going, but at this point, I think I'm just going to stick with the 1 lot right now. You have that option. You can easily go through and make those changes. Easily go through, make those changes on the fly here, just with using a couple clicks of the mouse. If you wanted to implement the strategy, it wouldn't be that hard at all. All you do, hit the check mark, make sure you've got the one that you like. Here's the one that we just did right here. Here's the one that we did just right here. And I've got that all set up, the check marks by it. I've got this active. And I know that, again, you can see we've got that active. We know that's active. That's because it's showing us where our profits and stops are going to be set up. So, and again, going through, doing it on your phone, real easy. We went through. Let's go back here to the slideshow. Here's what it looks like, you know, on your little alerts window. But to trigger this guy, all you do is go through, hit your plus sign right here that you have, click on your quote from your quotes page, click on the quote that you want to set the alarm for, okay, and have it set, and then you know, set it up. Here's the window that you're looking for that will come up when you hit your plus sign. Set your price alert, plug in the numbers, have it set both to your phone and to your desktop, you know, to make sure that you're getting hit both ways. And then, and like I said, real simple. Got my finger on the trigger, you know, just waiting as this market gets closer to the 69. So, real easy. Making sure I'm covering all my bases, got all my bases covered, and have you know, have everything set up how I like it. Like I said, real simple. Can go through, do the strategy, or take it off and just do a one lot, and then set my stop. I can go back, set my stop, you know, down below the market. You know, like I said, we're going to be risking about 50 on this trade here, so I can really easily go through, set my stop, and then with the use of an OCO order, which is up here. You got a nice little quick button here as well. You got the use of an OCO button. You got the use of the OCOs right up here, next to your link to quotes function, which is active. You got an OCO, so you can set up a quick manual strategy. Yeah, Alan, no problem. I'll give you a shout later on. What's a good time for you? What's a good time for you? Later this afternoon, or after the market, or I can call you maybe just after the presentation if need be. But just let me know, Alan. Anytime after 4. All right, got it. Is that we're in Central Time? Are you also in Central? I think you might be. I can't recall. But yeah, I'll go ahead and give you a shout then. No problem. Eastern. Okay. Okay. All right. So that'll be after 3 my time. No problem. I'll give you a shout then. All right, guys. Well, like I said, we still got our setups working. We still got things going. Looking at a little bit of a sideways market here on the S&P for now. You know, can't quite make its mind up what it wants to do. It looks like it does want to reverse, but it hadn't hit our reversal sign yet. So we're going to be patient. We're going to wait, and we're going to see this thing set up, and we're going to see what happens throughout the rest of the day. And you know, hopefully we have the tools to make this happen. But if you don't, give me a shout. We get you set up with a demo. We'll get you set up with an account, and you know, we'll get you going. We'll get you trading like Mr. Busby does here, and you know, you'll be better off for it. So, anyways, let me go through and real quick, guys. I'm gonna just want you to you know, again, here's order tickets for the phone app. Real simple, real easy to use on the phone app right there. Got a nice little charting package with an advanced chart with a bunch of presets, which is really neat, having these different presets because you can have different types of charts with different time frames, different indicators, you know, to go through and analyze, go through and really, you know, kick up your analyzation. Got a drop-down ticket right there from the chart where you can literally, I mean, it's pretty much like a chart trader almost. For all intents and purposes, it's like a chart trader on your phone. But going through again, another good feature of this is the contract information that you have available. Again, like I was saying, how important it is to know your tick value and your point value of all the different markets. Well, this is what this gives you the markets. It also gives you the trading hours, the months traded, you know, your margins if you're going to take positions overnight, and then again your tick size. again, your tick size and your point value. So really important information to have that you can access right there from your phone. So if you're ever, if you're an S&P trader or you're just a strictly a crude oil trader and you want to get into some different markets, you want to get into some different things, and just kind of expand your horizons, if you will. Well, knowing that contract information and having it easily accessible from your phone, definitely makes it makes it a lot easier. Makes it a lot easier to get into it without having so much anxiety and stress of a very stressful and anxious venture, basically, which trading is. But anyhow, there's a little bit of information about 3T. Minimum account $2,500. And the E-minis we can trade. Our margins are $500 on the E-minis. So you can with 2,500, you can really trade 1 or 2 lots if need be. If you're going to trade 3 lots or any higher, I would definitely suggest going with 5,000 or maybe 7,500 if possible. Definitely, if you're going to trade more than 5 lots, you need to have at least 10 to maybe 12 and a half in your account, just for risk purposes and whatnot. So, but platform you see here is free. The app to download is also free from your app store. One thing, if you do some executions on your app, if you do any executions on your app, it does generate an extra 50 cents per side on your round turn. So on an S&P trade, if you execute it through your app, it'd be $6 per round turn, which is still very competitive. Versus the $5 that it would do to execute on your desktop version. But if you have orders set up to execute, if you set them up on your desktop and just monitor and watch them on your phone, then it's still considered the $5 commission for the round turn. It's only if you actually adjust orders on your phone and make the orders from your phone that it generates that extra, generates the extra. So, no, Paul. Well, I'm not sure. That's a good question. Actually, before the contract expired, before the September contract expired, I actually went through and rolled them all forward to December myself. So I'm not sure if it automatically does it upon contract expiration, which would have happened end of last week. But it's real simple to go through and add a new contract, anyways. So it's really not that difficult either way. But I'm not sure if it's automatic or not. I'll have to double check on that. But yeah, like I said, either way, we always roll forward before the actual contract expiration anyway, because all the volume leaves. All the volume leaves the end of last week. So you don't want to be trading last quarter's S&P contract when all the volume, everything's jumped over to December already. So I'll always roll forward before actual contract expiration anyways, and I'm assuming probably the majority of people do that as well, if not everyone. So, but anyways, guys, a little bit about 3T. There's my email address if you guys have some other questions, some additional questions, or you want to get some more information about opening an account. Also, Anastasia is the head of the new accounts department, and she is very knowledgeable about account opening processes and everything like that. We can trade IRAs, guys. If you got an IRA, we can get that going. All kind of accounts are available. IRA accounts, any kind of corporate accounts, joint accounts, and of course individual accounts are also available. So guys, if you have any questions, there's some good contact info for you. Love to hear from anybody, for everybody. And again, there's my email address, and we can get you a demo set up, or you can click on the link right here. And let's see, let me go ahead and I'll go ahead and paste that again. Here's the link to get signed up for the demo. So I strongly suggest everyone, give it a shot, give it a whirl. It's not gonna cost you anything. maybe a little time, but that's all we're looking at. But anyways, guys, thanks for your time. Thanks for attending today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, still looking at a kind of a sideways market at this point for the S&P, but we will keep our eyes on it. And Tom is going to be back here in about 15 minutes or so. So he'll have some updates for us, and we'll just wait for that, see how it all turns out, and hope you guys have a great rest of the week. Hope we are green and stay green. Hope we have a good rest of the week and have a good weekend. And we'll just we'll talk to you soon. We will talk to you soon. So take care, everyone. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Anastasia. Thank you to DTI. And everybody take care.
Thanks, Colin. And if you see the value of those numbers, you're looking at 69 on the S&P, hadn't hit there. So we'll cancel the buy that we were going to do and wait till after 12:30, and we'll come back at 1 and take a look. So I'll put a clock up here to come back at 1. Thanks, Anastasia and Colin, for putting that together.